What's up, you tech animals? Jay here, Tech First, and this is the Moto X Play. So my big concern going into this phone was if the camera was as good as Motorola says it is, and if that huge 3630 milliamp hour battery would last as long as I hope it does. There's a dimple on the back of the phone, and this is the first thing I look for when I spot a Motorola phone. The dimple gives you a nice reference point, and it's deeper and easier to find than the new Moto G, which is something I wish we saw more of with other OEMs. Though I found the power button on my device to be a little wobbly and loose, but it still has that different texture from the volume buttons, which is awesome. It has a high quality 5.5 inch 1080p screen. It's vibrant, it's bright, it has good viewing angles. 1080p screens are getting awesome now. I'm not missing QHD here. You can also edit the color mode under the display settings between normal mode and vibrant mode. I prefer vibrant mode as it's a little bit punchier. Only the bottom speaker of the two front-facing speakers emits sound. I have a problem with this. It does get quite loud and it does the job nicely, but ideally I'd like to see both speakers activated for audio. You can also edit the audio mode of that front-facing speaker with multiple presets, a nice touch by Motorola. It has a water-resistant design much like the Nexus 6. It's rated at IP52, so it's not completely submersible underwater like our good friend the Moto G. The phone will protect against moderate exposure to water such as accidental spills, splashes, toilet, or light rain. Again, this thing is not waterproof. The Moto X Play basically runs stock Android 5.1.1, and we all know stock Android is the best Android. This keeps things simple and smooth. While nothing about the X Play screams speed demon, as the 615 sits right in the mid-range for SoCs, the phone launches apps, it opens keyboards, it types smoothly without much stutter or slowdown. I don't know why people online are slamming that 615 chip. For what I use it, it does perfectly well under normal circumstances. I find the GPU sometimes to suffer from frame rate drops, especially when streaming high-quality 1080p video or playing video games. Motorola has included its now famous Moto app, which includes Moto Assist, Moto Actions, Moto Display, and Moto Voice. I gotta tell you, Moto Display is such a fantastic feature in a phone that I'm hoping every other OEM adopts it. It's so convenient and easy to use. Definitely give it a shot if you try out a Motorola device. There is a beastly 3630 milliamp hour battery. It handles the phone like a champ. I easily got 4+ hours of screen on time with this guy using high brightness. Even though the processor isn't overly efficient, the battery's big enough so that I can use my phone carefree. There's Quick Charge 2.0 and further eliminates any worry of me running out of juice during travel. I literally went from 10 to 50% in 38 minutes. Quick Charge is a massive inclusion with a battery this size, a big feather in its cap to the OnePlus 2. Wireless charging would have been the kicker, but alas, you can't have everything. Okay, there's a 21 megapixel camera on this phone, which is absolutely stellar. Not only for a $400 phone, but even if it's marketed as a flagship phone. The photos have loads of detail and are tack sharp, even perform quite well in low light situations. I really have nothing to complain about here. This was a nice surprise with the Motorola phone. Motorola finally has a camera that can compete with the high end. There's a twist gesture to open the camera app quickly. It's a great addition, and I find I use the camera more because of it. There's no fingerprint scanner, which would have fit nicely where the dimple lies. But again, you can't have everything on a $400 phone. There is 5 GHz Wi-Fi, but not of the AC variety. I guess costs had to be cut somewhere. So Motorola has taken aim at practicality with the new Moto X Play, and it shows. There's incredible battery life with quick charge, a top-notch camera that's easy to use, and reliable software, all within $400. This phone sets the standard for what a mid-range phone can accomplish, and is something I plan to keep in my pocket for the foreseeable future. This is a definite contender to the OnePlus 2, and it's $80 cheaper. Thanks for watching, guys. Ensure you hit that subscribe button if you're new, and always keep tech first. Pacha!
Boom.